Well, we made it to Glacier National Park. Problem was, we were 2 days earlier than our reservations at St. Mary's campground. We did a little research and found out that many glaciers has a first come, first serve offering at their campground, so we decided to take a chance.
Hey guys, can you tell me how to get to the campground? I'm looking for the campground. Do you know where the campground's at? Well, we pulled into Many Glaciers campground, hoping they had something on a first come, first serve basis, and they did. It's kind of tight getting in here, but you'll notice the tree over here is pretty scarred up from other trailers trying to do the same thing. Well, luckily I didn't put any new dents in. Yeah, got in. We'll have to back out, but we're here for 2 days, and then we're over to St. Mary's campground. So we'll get the tour up here, get ahead of the game. So, and it's cool. It's like 50-some degrees. Just happy to be here in Glacier. So here we are. We saw some of the scenes coming in, so just beautiful. Get to go out later tonight and take a little ride. It's only 1:45, so see what we can find. Well, we're trying to get to the Red Rock Falls, and the streams are really running, so the falls should be great with all this flooding they're having. And that's where it's all coming from, down past all these aspens, and that's pretty. Amanda's over there filming the creek. Beautiful day out here too. It's about 60 degrees, a little breezy, and the place is not too crowded. You can find parking spots, so good time of year to be here. And we found a camping spot, first come first serve, which is unusual at Many Glaciers campground. Well, by my calculations, we're about halfway to Red Rock Falls, was it? We can hear them off in the distance. Either that or it's my heart beating. Oh yeah, okay. They said this is the easy one, right? Okay. Well, we made it to the lake after about a 14-mile hike, and Amanda says that's not Red Rock Falls over there.
It may be, but we're not to the pit stop.
We're not to the pit stop, which was supposed to be 1.9 miles. Round trip. We're
1.52.
We're at 1.5 already. So.
We got 3 tenths.
Okay.
3 tenths.
3 tenths. All right. Well, that's pretty spectacular anyway. Boy, it's nice and cool here. Red Rock Falls. That was them across. We just kind of hooked around and got the bottom part of it. Let me go get another view. That's pretty impressive. With the mountains up on top, you can hear me over the roar of the falls. I can see why they call it Red Rock Falls. Well, worth the walk. Actually, it's almost 2 miles to the falls and 2 miles back. I was told 1.9 round trip, but oh well, it was worth
it. Red Rock Lake.
Oh, that makes sense. Red Rock Lake.
Red Rock Lake.
Well, the first hike was so much fun, we decided to check out the hotel and then do another hike.
Oh, the Many Glaciers Hotel. We'll drive over there and take a better look at it, but this is the view from the road in. Pretty nice view. I bet this was something. It still is something, but really, and back in the day. Well, there's the lobby. Oh, the log construction. Beam and post, I guess you would call that. And a fireplace. I can smell the coffee. And the entry road to the hotel, that's Swift Current Lake. There's the hotel. You have the Swift Current Falls. Looks like one, then a second one further down, and then a third set further down.
There goes one of those cool red jammers. For our next trail, we decided to do the Apikuni Falls.
Well, this must be our guide.
Turns out our guide was a little shy and took off into the woods.
Ooh, that was a hike. Well, I guess it was worth it. 0.8 miles straight uphill. That was a pretty good walk. Going down shouldn't be a problem. Let me see if I can get a better angle of this.
We had a little surprise in store for us on the way back.
Well, our hike came to an end. He's bigger than us. So we figure we'll let him have the right of way. Or her. What do you think that is?
Her.
That's a her? That's too pretty to be a him, huh?
There's no testicles.
Oh, that's a clue. That's a clue. I was looking for the big shovels up on top. She likes something there. Oh, there she goes. She's kind of followed along the trail with us, but I'm not taking her home. She's got to eat a ton of groceries. And with, okay, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Well, after that little run-in, we decided to head back to the campground. Day 2 saw a weather forecast of all rain, so we decided to head down to the Two Medicine area. There was only one little hike that we wanted to take, about a half a mile, but it was raining, so we decided not to do that. Besides, I needed to recover after day 1.
Okay, it's supposed to rain all day today. You're our second day in Glacier. So we thought we'd take this opportunity and go to Two Medicine Lake. It's kind of like a going to the sun road almost. Speaking of which, I don't know if we'll be able to do the whole thing or not. We still have most of it, a lot of it shut down. We'll see through the windshield wipers here. Head over to Two Medicine and see what that's all about. Well, Two Medicine Lake in the rain. Nobody's out here kayaking today. And the nice thing about this is there's parking everywhere. Other than the going to the Sun Road being not completely plowed and clear. Man, this is the time of year to be here. Of course, I could do without the rain. What a backdrop.
Upon returning to Mini Glacier's campground, we were in for a little surprise.
Well, I hope you can see him. We're on our way back to Mini Glacier campground. He's kind of behind the trees there. But anyway, there's a grizzly down there. I'm hoping Amanda got it.
Amanda was able to step outside the car and over the back of the pickup was able to film with her iPhone of the grizzly. He was busy pawing the ground for something. I don't know what he was eating. Once back at the campground, decided to take the downtime to take some showers and stepped outside the public shower, and there was a mother and her calf devouring the vegetation around the campground. Day 3, we moved to the St. Mary's campground just behind the St. Mary's Visitor Center. We also drove the Going to the Sun Road as far as we could. It was blocked after the Jackson Glacier overlook. Here's the scenery we experienced driving along Going to the Sun Road, which parallels St. Mary's Lake.
Oh, looking up. Oh, bear, the grizzly.
Jeez.
That's two. Two moose, two grizzlies.
Returning on Going to the Sun Road, we stopped at Sun Gorge and took the 1.5 mile hike to Bering Falls. Another view of St. Mary's Lake, at the head of which is the St. Mary's River, the St. Mary's Falls, and Victoria Falls. 2 hikes we'll do here shortly.
Hi, Mama. Whoop.
After a little bit of searching, we found a parking spot at the St. Mary's Falls trailhead to begin our trek. The round-trip hike to Victoria Falls was a little over 5 miles.
Well, I don't think these are the falls. Pretty though. A little nippy out here this morning with the wind, but the scenery is just beautiful. Okay, Amanda's figured out that that's Virginia Falls up at the top over there, just to the right of this pine tree, and then these are St. Mary's Falls. That's where we're headed. Here's another angle. This is Victoria Falls over there, and this is St. Mary's Falls. And Victoria comes down through there, feeds there. This St. Mary's comes down and feeds this. Pretty cool. Worth the walk.
Well, we decided to press on and head on to Victoria Falls.
That's the bottom unit of Victoria Falls. See if we can make it up to the top. It's going to be a little bit of a hike now, uphill. And the middle unit, some more of the mid falls. Cold? Some more of the mid falls. I think we're almost there. Right? We're almost there? Tell me we're almost there.
Yes, almost there.
Okay, thanks. This is the upper unit. That's a lot of water coming over there.
The red jammers you see running all around the park were refurbished by Ford Motor Company. Our last hike at St. Mary's was the Beaver Pond. We did the Beaver Pond trail that goes along the side of St. Mary's Lake, and also took in the historic Ranger's home.
This is where Ranger Beebe resided in 1918, along with his wife and 2 boys, according to the sign. And the barn was at another location built in 1926, and they relocated here in 1977 to kind of give it the authentic way it was back in the day.
On day 5, we decided to go around the park and try the Going to the Sun Road from the west entrance of the park. We were able to get as far as Avalanche Creek before the road was closed. But we got to see Lake McDonald and some interesting sights along the way.
Well, here's East Glacier. I think that's the name of the town. It's there's where the train station, where if you bring the Amtrak here, you're here, and they pick you up in them nifty little red jammers and take you to whichever lodge you're going, and right across the road is one of them.
Continuing on to West Glacier, we pulled off and checked out some memorials.
In fact, there went a red jammer right there. I hope I caught it. This is a statue of John Stevenson. He's the guy that designed a railroad that's running right behind us there. Marias Pass. I'll figure out who this is to. Theodore Roosevelt Memorial Monument. Forest conservation, a national policy. And this one? Oh, by the way, we're on our way from going to the Sun Road on the east side to the west side of the park to continue on with going to the Sun Road. Since it's blocked in the middle, they still haven't plowed out enough snow. This is a Slippery Bill Morrison Memorial, who had squatters' rights on 160 acres. He donated a portion of his land for the site of the Theodore Roosevelt Memorial Monument. Okay, right here.
Our next stop was at the southern tip of the park.
We're here at Goat Lick Overlook, and of course you're not going to see them on this camera, but across the creek there's 4 or 5 of them going up by that stream. The railroad goes through there, and then over there above that cliff there's a couple. Gateway to Glacier National Park, the west entrance. It's the village visitor center, I guess.
Do you think they'll have a stamp?
Yeah, oh yeah. Good, we even got a greeter. Well, in the west entrance, they're checking for road passes to go into the Sun Pass. On the east side, they didn't do that, so I guess they're more thorough on the west side here. Lake McDonald is our first stop on the going to the Sun Road. Pretty. The sign here says they have Lake Whitefish. That's just kind of surprising. Must be pretty deep. Old wood bridge here at the McDonald Creek that feeds Lake McDonald. You can see the difference in the colors. It's a falls coming down. Let's see if we can park up here. It's pretty crowded to get to walk over to the Johns Lake Falls, I think. Or it's a loop trail anyway, 2 miles. Let's see if we can do that hike. Air, you should be, I should have smell a camera. The air is just pine-scented fresh. A better shot of the falls, the McDonald Falls. McDonald Creek again, up from the falls. Well, we made it down to Avalanche Trail, and the road is closed. So, turn around and go back. So much for going to the Sun Road. Came in from the west, came in from the east, and of course at the top in the middle it's closed. There's still snow plowing. And even though they implemented the vehicle pass program, there's still no parking around.
Oh, the west side of Glacier Park was certainly the busiest. We couldn't find a place to park the truck to take any of the hikes, even though they've implemented the vehicle pass program. We never were able to get to the pole bridge area of the park. We didn't have the vehicle pass, and they were suffering some flooding. But all in all, for 5 days, we did a pretty good job of seeing Glacier, and it's gorgeous. Word of advice, bring your walking shoes.